Hey Pokemon trainers, welcome to Training Riolu. Happy Friday! Yo, we have made it to the end of the week. Corgi and Torty Lover, welcome to the chat. I'm happy you're here. Yo, how is your Friday going? Happy Friday. Yeah, we made it to the end of the week. Oh, I am not at Zapdos. I need to get to Zapdos. Okay, so I was hunting for Master Balls. And that's what I left off doing last night. Didn't find any, no Master Balls yet. But that's okay. I'll probably get a few Master Balls here soon. But yo, happy Friday, Corgi. Welcome to the chat. How's your week going? What's new? What's new? Reading any cool new books? And also, how is the Red Dahlia coming? Everything going okay? Those are the things I want to know. That's a lot. Okay. No Pokeballs. Fair enough. Let's get out of here. Happy Friday. My Friday's going well. I've read a little bit, but a lot of scrolling. Okay, yo, yeah. Same here. I've been watching a lot of YouTube channels, trying to support the Pico Pals and trying to just keep up with some of the YouTubers that I typically watch and support them, you know? Oh, this is fine. We're gonna swim out of here and go to Zapdos. The book is consistently in my mind. I just mentally have to lock in. Yo, understandable. Yeah, and that's got to be like a special place to be, right, in your mind. Writing's got to be like you got to be ready for it. So yeah, understandable. But I will keep it in my mind and in my heart. I hope it's a passion project, and I hope it stays. You know, the fire is lit. You know, for the passion. There's a Eradicate dude in here. What the heck? All right. Yeah, I gotta check all the indoor stuff for masters and stuff like that too. That's funny. I didn't realize that kid was gonna be there. I binged one of my favorite YouTubers because she posted a video today, and I was so tired I just watched. Hell yeah. Yeah, I've been doing that with, I've been catching up with Markiplier. Someone I know was like, yeah, I really like Markiplier, so I've been catching up on all the stuff they've been up to. Which I never really started watching Markiplier. And it's kind of fun. He's a fun YouTuber. There's a reason why he's successful, right? I went grocery shopping and did something with my dad for Father's Day. Yeah, okay, cool. But I've been home for most of it. Yeah, well, yo, okay, that sounds like a good Friday. Good start to the weekend, a good start to the end of the week, yeah? Forgot about Markiplier. Yo, he made a movie about Aqualung, or Iron Lung, I think is the game. He made a movie based on one of the games he played, and he spent his own fortune building the movie, that's magnificent, you know. It's cool to see people succeed. And he started from we got to see him start from YouTube. I went to a concert on Wednesday. So my week is good. Yeah, okay, yo. Concerts can be formative, you know, like very life-changing at times. Something you'll remember for the rest of your life, I think. Well, yo, I hope the concert was good. If you don't mind, if you don't, you know, you don't have to answer this at all, but who did you see? What concert did you go to? And the last concert, let's see. Ooh, I don't know the last concert I went to. It's been a while since I've been to a concert. I would love to go again. Just haven't seen anything come my way in a while. Oh, I went to the Jungle with my brother. That was the last concert I went to. Yo, there's if you guys are into like funk music at all, the Jungle is pretty good. Like they are like very choreographed and their music is really good. Like it's just soulful, and there's some funk music. They have some good, meaningful songs, and I think their main thing, like their first priority, is making sure their choreography is coming through. Oh shit! I need to bring up Toby Mac, Jamie McDonald, Steph Schluter, and Zach Williams. Oh, that's a cool concert. I need to bring up the counter. My bad. I was unprepared. Oh, what's up, Snapesy? Welcome to the chat, dude. Seth Schluter. Okay. We are at 200. Yo, I usually set this up before stream. Sorry, you're going to have to see me punch through the numbers here. I don't know if you could even see this yet. Give me 1 second, though. Banging on the bed. Trying to hit Masters and Champions right now. Okay, and hell yeah, Pokemon Champions is going on. What team are you rocking right now, Snapesy? Did you stay with the Swampert team, the Mega Swampert team? Yo, that sounds like a fun concert, Corgi. I know I've heard Toby Mac. I went with my best friend and my aunt, so it was really nice. Yo, heck yeah. That's amazing. Okay, yo, I hope that memory and that time, the concert is something that lives with you, and it's a overall positive memory from here on out, you know? I hope it's something that you'll wake up someday and be like, man, I went to that concert. Because, yo, I have concerts like that. Let's get to 200. We're at 201. 201. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Christian artists. Yo, yeah. Music is pretty amazing. Like, it could reach people. You know, that's I think most of the purpose is like trying to relate to your audience. Yeah, and when that's done well, people are successful. Yeah, I get that. Okay, we're at 201. Let me make sure this is showing up. Oh, it is. It's showing up. Okay, hell yeah. So you guys got to see me click through that. Okay, here we go. Have we fought in Pokemon Violet before or no? No, Corruption. We've never fought in Pokemon Violet, dude. I'm using my Sceptile and Rotom. Rotom Mo. Interesting. To boost my special attack and sweep. Oh, wow. Yo, that's fun. You getting into no, this will be 202. Okay. Getting into Rotom Mo. Yo, I know you use Rotom quite a bit in Legend ZA, but seeing Mo out there with a grass type Pokemon, that'd be pretty fun. You're mowing the lawn, yo. You got your mower, you got your Sceptile out there. I'm gonna play Animal Crossings and Lurk. Okay, heck yeah. Yo, I hope you find new fossils. I hope you find like new fish for your museum. I don't know what's all new. I know there's like a new island out there from the update that happened a while ago. Okay. There we go. Okay, we got it. We got the keyboard rocking. We got the numbers set up. We got the resets going. We're back at Zapdos. No Master Balls were found last night, but here we go. We're going to get through 100 of these resets. Let's go. Sceptile and Rotom Mo's sounds like a fun time. Yeah, Corruption. No, we've never battled in Pokemon Violet before. I am doing chat battles this weekend. I decorate. I don't complete. Oh, okay. I gave up on that dream in 2020. Yo, that's when the game first came out. Gave up on completing the game in 2020 is a vibe. Yo, that's a vibe, Corgi. I feel it. I hear you. I don't think well, no, I got a lot done in my museum. I wanted everything filled in, so I got pretty close to completing the museum. I don't know if I did though. We'll see. Yeah. One day I'll find out. And there's probably a lot more stuff now that you can get in your museum. That's funny. Yeah, I imagine Sceptile being dragon type, grass type, is probably going hard against Swampert out there. Staraptor. I'm trying to think. Oh, I'm trying to advance in the story in the DLC, but no luck in doing that, sadly. Are you just distracted? Like, you're not going further in the story because you got, like, shiny hunting to do? You got, like, collections to... You got your Pokedex to build up? Yeah, you know, you're like, there's a story, but I've got all this other stuff I got going on. Is that what's happening? The end was good. 8 to 9 months, but I did decent on my first island. Yeah, I enjoyed my first island, but it was nothing like what other people were doing. Yeah, we could battle in Pokemon Violet. I'll make sure to announce that. I'll make the event tonight after, because tonight in the Discord, I'm gonna be hosting a watch party. What was it called? Wisteria? Hold on. We're doing a watch party. Wow. We're doing a watch party for Wisteria, Wand, and Sword. So I'm gonna watch a couple episodes of that with you guys. And then we're gonna start that series and just check it out. Father Elmo was posting like all the stuff that's gonna be coming out in 2027, and we're gonna be eating good. We got Jujutsu Kaisen coming up. We've got a Spider-Verse movie that's coming out. We got Chainsaw Man, I think is what it's called, and Ranma. I think I'm caught up to Ranma. But yeah, we got some good anime. Got some good story arcs coming out. So yeah, I need to catch up to Jujutsu Kaisen. I never finished that. I'm trying to get a shiny. Yeah. That's what stopped me from getting further in the story too. Before so I would get a Pokemon, yeah, and then I would replace it. Sorry. I would get a Pokemon. I started off with Lucario and Kitakami, and then I got Puchaina, shiny Puchaina. And I kept with like a black and yellow theme through Kitakami. And so we ended up with like yellow shiny Pokemon throughout the entire playthrough of Kitakami. Yo, that was a lot of fun, man. We're getting a new Spider-Man movie coming out. Yeah, there is a new Spider-Man coming out, Corruption. Brand new day. The new trailer just popped for that. I've got some thoughts on the new trailer. I feel like, I've got some thoughts, but, you know, if you guys don't want to hear that, understandable. No problem. If you do, I'm here for it. 206. We should be at 206. Okay. Yeah, so the new Spider-Man movie is going to be coming out. What, it's the end of this year, right? Like, we're getting it. Or no, that movie's coming out soon? Like, in a couple months? Yo, Spider-Man Brand New Day is coming out soon. Like the trailer just came, the trailer just came out, so I think we're getting that movie soon. What? Oh boy, okay, Eevee's struggling with that. No shiny, okay. Here we go. I'm currently getting Manned JTV effect of not finding a fucking shiny. Uh-oh. What are you hunting? Corruption. Yo, your game might be corrupted, right? If you're not getting the shiny in Pokemon Violet. Yo, that's a tough time, because you're probably busting out those sandwiches. You're probably hunting like in the area that they appear, or you're going after like the breakouts, the mass breakouts, yeah. Yo, it's easy to find a shiny in Scarlet and Violet. Not change my thumb clicked the change your options. Oh, that's okay. Yo, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, Snapesy, I'm wishing you best of luck with Master League, dude. I hope you get in there. That would be hella fast. I think Season 3 just came out recently. And I haven't even started Season 3 on, I barely played Season 2 in Pokemon Champions. Any shinies of any Pokemon would be nice to find. Okay, fair enough. Yo, when me, Snapesy, Father Elmo, and my friend Cimmerian were doing the ogre ousting, he had to go buy batteries real quick. And so I was like, all right, we'll just do a quick shiny hunt. So we kind of explored Kitakami, and there were no shinies, just like hanging out. We did. By the time that Sumerian came back with his batteries, I didn't find a shiny. I was like, what the heck? What is going on with this game? It's like it's broken. Yo, it was wild. I thought for sure I would find like a shiny just randomly in the wild, and sometimes that you just do a little bit of exploring in Scarlet and Violet, and out the shinies come. Sometimes that's all it takes. Yeah, so many electricity. Yeah. It's like Zapdos is like welding, and all the sparks are just like punching Eevee in the face. That's practically what's happening. Yeah, Eevee's like, please stop. Cause like Eevee was not afraid of Moltres. He was just like, oh, you know, he was just like wonder. He had a sense of wonder with Moltres. Now he's frightened. Zapdos is scaring the crap out of Eevee. Yeah, when we walked in here too, Eevee was like, no, please, not this one. But yeah, we're doing this one, Eevee. We're going for it. We're gonna try and get that shiny. We'll do 100 resets today and see where we land. It'd be incredible RNG if we can get it today. That would be insane. But as far as I think, and as far as I'm guessing, I'm thinking we get it between 800 and 900. Glitch Kid said that we get it at 1,365, which is like full odds, yeah. Dialga said we get it at the same number that we got Moltres, 523. So those are the guesses we have so far. Yeah, Eevee, and Moltres was mesmerized by us too. It was like checking us out. It was like flying away from its podium to like look at our fit, right? It was like, yo, what? You guys got that Explorer fit? There's no way I just paralyzed this guy's entire team. What? He kept missing his attacks. And then or forfeit the guy I just battled. Has to be so salty. Yo, that's why, yo, Snake, you paralyzed everybody on their team. That's insane. Yo, Zapdos approves of your paralysis strategy. GG's, man. Yo, that's a wild time. You must have some pretty good RNG if you were able to get paralysis off on everybody. That's gotta be lucky. Yeah, Moltres was checking our outfit out, and then we got to battle it. But first it was like, bleh, you know, like tried to throw up on us. Zapdos is just straight chilling. Yo, he's aura farming. All the fucking sparks are coming off of him, and he's not feeding us anything. He's just like, rawr. So yeah, Zapdos is a much different Pokemon in this regard. Yeah, see? He's not feeding us anything out of that roar. I think Moltres was like trying to like, you know, regurgitate all of its food for us. It's like we were its baby bird. It's like, I like you guys. But yeah, if I haven't said it to you, happy Friday. Yo, welcome to Training Riolu. I'm glad you guys are here. If I haven't said that, there it is. Oh, dude, yo, we got some interesting news today. One of the Pico Pal members is moving on. So like, Chili said that he's no longer going to be a part of the Pico Pals. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up. If you don't see Chili in the Pico Pals, he's moving on. He's leaving the Pico Pals, and he's got bigger and better things going on, and that's great. You know, I'm looking forward to what Chili's future leads to. I wish him well, man. He's a good dude. It was fun to play with him. So I talked with everybody, and you know, Chili's from what I understand, Chili's welcome back if he ever wants to come back. But yeah, it seemed like, you know, I think 10 o'clock on Tuesday and playing for 2 hours, it's too much in the morning for him. Well, I was watching the playback of Brawlhalla, and I looked sleepy. So if I'm having a tough time at 10 o'clock, and Chili was having a tough time at 10 o'clock, it's yeah. I guess that's understandable. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a heads up. I'm about to eradicate bolts with my level 100 Excadrill with its 368 attack. Yo, have you seen Corruption? Have you seen the values of like our stats on our Pokemon? Like there's a awakening values in this game. Once Bolts gets out of his exams, I'll destroy Bolts like I always do. Yeah. Yo, he loves battling you, man. He loves battling you, and he loves when Father Elmo brings out Cottony, you know? Like, that's his favorite thing. Yeah, I'd imagine in Violet, you'd probably... I don't know what I have set up to battle in Violet. I could probably just... I don't even know if I have my team, because I brought a lot of Pokemon from Violet over to Pokemon Home. So yeah, I don't know what Pokemon I have in Violet to battle, but I'll try and set up before next Saturday. But yeah, next Saturday we're going to be doing chat battles, and we could probably manage to knock some battles out in Violet. I don't know if that's something everybody wants to do, but it could be fun. I'll make sure to announce that, like, hey, be prepared to hop over to Violet for a little bit. The thing is, like, the lobby in Pokemon Champions is awesome. There's room for everybody to be in the lobby, and you guys can battle each other while I'm battling with other people. So that it keeps it's busy. And plus I like spectating too. Like once I'm finished with the battle, or if nobody's challenging me, I'll hop into other people's battle, and that the spectating is pretty fun. I need more mints. To grant Excadrill 400 attack, GG's. Corruption. After this, let me show you. Let me show you our Dragonite, Okay. Check this out. In Let's Go Eevee, right? There's no effort values. There's awakening values, and so when you can get awakening values by offering candies to your Pokemon and consuming candies from your Pokemon. Check this out. It's insane. They're like the strongest Pokemon in the world. In any game. They're the strongest Pokemon in any game. Like, these are legendary, normal ass Pokemon. Check this out. Let me see. Yeah, I think. Yeah, Nugget. I'll show you Dragonite too. Alright. Whoops. There you go. Wait. There it is. Okay, HP 445, yeah? Its special attack is 389. This is Butterfree. Its special defense is 411. Butterfree is stacked. All right, let me show you Dragonite though. Dragonite was wild. I don't think I've ever seen a Dragonite with these kind of stats before. His HP is 523. His attack is 534. That's massive. Like, I don't know. This is beyond legendary stats. This is crazy, right? Like, Dragonite is beefed out beyond belief. It's insane. This game's insane. I need to get more candies for, like, Blastoise, so that way I could max out his awakening values. I think we need Nidoran candies for awakening values for Killer and for Nidoqueen. But yeah, yo, this game is insane with awakening values. Just crazy. Your Excadrill would probably be like 600 attack in this game. I need to do that. Is it possible to do that in other Pokemon games, or is it just Go? It's just Let's Go. Yo, I wish, dude. Awakening, yeah, you catch Pokemon and get their like catch chain going, and at some point you start getting candies from catching Pokemon. So you have to get like 200, like around 200 to 300 candies in order to max out the Pokemon. Like it's so wild. The only thing that I wish I would have paid more attention to is like what I wish I paid more attention to like what nature we were catching. And in Let's Go, you can guarantee what nature you get from catches by talking to a fortune teller. So yeah, that would have been a little bit better to pay attention to. We did it with a couple of Pokemon, but not all of them, you know? But yeah, this game's cool, man. There's some really interesting things about this game specifically. Like, they do great things, and they do some really, like, not so great things. So, but I'd say this is one of the better Pokemon games on the Switch, too. On the Switch, also. Like, the Switch, I think, has given us a lot of good games. I was talking to my nephew, and I was like, Sword and Shield's great, Scarlet and Violet is great, and those are probably the best, like, 2 games, in my opinion. I think Arceus is up there, Legends EA is up there, on, like, they're probably somewhere even in between, you know, Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet. Just imagine the BST for Excadrill with those candies, though, right? Yeah, dude, it'd be like 600. RIP to all things living around Excadrill. Hashtag RIP to all things living around Excadrill. Yeah, the Earth would all tectonic plates would push up against each other because Excadrill is walking nearby. Groudon would fear Excadrill. Groudon would be like, "Oh no, I can't believe I've done this." Okay. Onward. Yo, I'm excited to get through these shiny hunts, to get through the legendary Pokemon in Kanto. I don't think I've ever shiny hunted the legendary birds before. I have shiny Mewtwo's. I know Pokemon Go, I've gotten quite a few shiny Mewtwo's before. I've never really cared about doing the raids for the legendary birds. So I'm really happy that we're doing this in like a main series game because, yeah, I've never really focused on getting the legendary birds shiny before. I kind of feel like I missed an opportunity because you can get the shiny for Zapdos, Articuno, and Moltres from doing like a tournament in Sword and Shield. And now that that tournament's gone, I think there's no way to like get those shiny birds. But I'd really like to get Moltres's shiny, and then I honestly like all 3 of them look cool, but I think Moltres probably looks the coolest. But yeah, I'd at least want to get Moltres. Definitely want to get Zapdos and Articuno also from Galar. So I think it's too bad that I might have missed out on doing that. I don't know why I was able to do the tournament. I just like before doing this channel, competition kind of bugs me. Like I would rather like work together, you know? Like typically I'd rather work together than compete against anything. And that's why I never really got into like battling. You know, I never really got into battling because it can be, you know, somebody has to lose, which I think some people handle that okay, some people don't. And I've learned how to handle losing okay, you know, like it's okay to lose. losing, failing, right? If you learn from your mistakes, it could lead to success. I think that's fucking Meet the Robinsons, right? What's their slogan? I don't know. Have you guys seen Meet the Robinsons? Do you know what I'm talking about? It's basically like failure leads to success. I can't remember the slogan, but basically like, it's okay to mess up. Just keep trying and learn from your mistakes. That's what the movie's like whole moral is. The moral of the story is learn from your mistakes. And that's something I think a lot of adults struggle with. Not only that, but that was a good lesson for kids. So hopefully some people took that to heart. Here we go. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. I know Necrotio recommended the show we're about to watch in Discord after this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to checking that out. He recommended to me a Crunchyroll show that was about this. It was called Gods of High School. That's what it was called. And that anime was actually pretty good. That anime was pretty good. It seemed like a fun tournament-y type story. It was all wrapped around this tournament and how friendships are formed and stuff like that. And it had some pretty neat characters. And I'd say it follows some anime tropes, but for the most part, I think it was an enjoyable story. So the Gods of High School, I think, is what it was called. Yeah, Necrotio put me on that. So he's putting me on this Whispers. What's it called? It's called Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Okay. So we're going to set that up in the watch party today. I'm probably going to watch a couple episodes. Typically in the watch parties, it's kind of like a book reading or a book club, right? We'll read or we'll watch the show and then talk about the themes and talk about maybe some Easter eggs that we see or things that stick out. And so yeah, that's I'm looking forward to doing that. I hope there's a group of you guys, but we're starting up watch parties again today, and hopefully we'll get an audience and people that want to participate in a conversation around the episodes. That could be cool. That could be cool. I'm excited. We haven't done a watch party since Frieren season 2 or was it season? Is it season? Yeah, it was season 2. We haven't done a watch party since season 2 of Frieren, which was close to last year or the beginning of this year. It was a while. It feels like a while back. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, and that show was gorgeous, man. It's we started with the watch parties with Frieren, and it's man, how do we go from here? How do we go from this beautiful, silly story that has these really deep themes and really impactful storytelling to anything else? How do we go to anything else? Frieren was hella good, man. Although I would recommend, I don't know if this ever hits the watch parties, but there's a show called To Be Hero X. And that show is magnificent, man. That show is magnificent. It's a good one. Frieren got anime of the year once, right? And so did Jinwoo. What's that called? I keep thinking Soul Eater, but that's definitely not it. It's been so long since I've watched it. So, by the way, we need to do a Let's Go version of Pokemon yeah, you're on the right track. Corruption, I think that's true. If we're gonna go back to Sinnoh, let's go back to Platinum. But I feel like Sinnoh has gotten some love, yeah. Like, obviously we got Shining Pearl, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. Right? We got Legends Arceus, which went back to Sinnoh. So they've had some love. They've had a pretty thorough callback to Sinnoh, which is good. Arceus is pretty important. Probably very important. Probably some of the most important lore to Pokemon. But, yo, if we go back to Sinnoh, we need a Let's Go version of Platinum. Platinum's like, that's the revisit that we want. So yeah, I agree with you. But honestly, I don't think we go back to Sinnoh anytime soon. Like, because of Arceus, because of like Diamond and Pearl getting the remakes. Yo, do we need to go back to Sinnoh? Like, I don't know. I don't even think we needed to go back to Kanto to get red and green necessarily. I think I will enjoy playing it though. And I will enjoy having access to Pokemon Home and stuff like that. And I'll probably enjoy shiny hunting in that game and stuff like that. But did we need it? Like, we could have gotten Johto or Unova. It's like, we needed that. We needed Johto or Unova, you know? I know we went back to Blueberry Academy, and that's like Unova on water. You know, like it's a floating Unova. But, yo, I think Unova, I want to get back to Victini. I want to get back to, like, N, you know? Like, my boy. N's my boy. BDSP sucked. Yeah, and I think you're onto something. I wish, and I think it would have succeeded better if ILCA remade Platinum. Like, that would have been a better game to replay, I think. In that style, ILCA, I think it would have been a more successful, like, review. You know, it would have been a more successful review. Because who's going to say Platinum sucks? Nobody. BDSP, yeah. Diamond Pearl, those games are okay. They were okay on the DS, but playing it on the Switch, I think, for a lot of people is like, hell no. Like, this is not what it... Like, I think a remaster probably would have been a good call, too. But, like, if they just remade... If, like, simply enough, if they just remade Platinum... That would have been perfect. It would have been a great game. A much better game. So yeah. That's my opinion. I don't know if I've told you that one yet, Corruption, but I'm pretty sure there's people that watch this channel that are like, all right, enough. All right, I've heard this. All right. Move on. Boo. Go on. So yeah. But yeah, if you guys are going to bring up BDSP, I'll probably give you my review. Like, I enjoyed playing it. I'm glad we got to go back to Sinnoh before Legends Arceus came out, and like it could have been an amazing game. They could have made an amazing game, but it was just like the worst game that we've had on the Switch. There's someone with severe brain damage that would say Pokemon Platinum is the worst game. Yeah, that's an interesting, is that the bar? Is that the bar? Someone has to have like severe brain damage to say it's the worst game. It's Platinum is definitely not the worst game Pokemon's ever made. And to me, I separate Pokemon by console. Yeah, like the DS and the Game Boy, I kind of clump into itself. And then everything that we've gotten on the Switch afterwards. So I'll separate those two, but like I think Pokemon on the DS, like Platinum, top tier, like a lot of the remakes are just top tier games. Crystal, Yellow, right? Like Emerald, like I think Emerald is a lot of people's favorite game, but Platinum is incredible. Being able to go to the Distortion world and get Giratina origin form and stuff. Yo, wild game. Cyrus was like, help me. I'm dying. Yeah. Platinum was where it's at. But yeah, I don't know too many people that would think Platinum's a bad game. But yeah, and then we got I think going into like Black and White, that's probably one of the best regions in my opinion. Johto and Unova are probably like the best regions. And then for me on the DS is probably after that is probably Alola, and then Kalos, and then Sinnoh's probably last for me. But Platinum's an amazing game. Like the region, like it probably goes worst in my opinion is Sinnoh, and then Kanto, and then like Hoenn's gonna be in the middle, right? Like I don't think anything's wrong with Hoenn, but like I also don't think it's the best region. Like Sinnoh for me is the worst. Like they went from Emerald, which was like Hoenn was great. The trumpets, we got our bases and stuff like that, and then they just copied it with Sinnoh pretty much. And they're like, yeah, here you go. This is like the rest of Hoenn. Pokemon Platinum is the best game ever made, and even played, and it's totally not biased. Like it's not a biased thought, right? Because of wait, what? Pokemon Platinum is the best game ever made, and even played, and it's totally not biased because of the legendary, because of Giratina. Yo, Giratina is a great design for a legendary, and I love the like third favorite is Black 2. My second favorite is Pokemon Violet. Yeah, I separate. Yo, what's up, Prada? Welcome to the chat. Hello, happy Friday. Yeah, I definitely separate like the Switch games from the DS games. Like for me it definitely goes like there's so much about the DS games and the remakes that like make those games great and make those regions great. Like I don't know a bad Pokemon game. I just had like if I was to list my preference, it would go Sinnoh probably last. Not necessarily playing Platinum, right? Just the region fell flat for me in comparison to Johto. No one ever really came back to the form of Johto, and I think until we got Unova. So it was like Johto, and then like the next best thing was Unova. So those two regions for me feel like the most enjoyable playing in those regions. What's funny is I have like this love-hate relationship with Black and White, and I'll talk about that later because I talk about it far too much. But yeah, the like I think the games that were on the DS definitely much different caliber and much different like experience than what you get from the Switch. I'll tell you the worst game I played, and that's Pokemon Y and Pokemon Sun Ultra Moon. Sun and Ultra Moon. Yeah. I don't think like Alola. I think Alola is one of the best regions, but I don't think it was the best game to play. I think I would love to live in Alola. Like in real life, I'd probably enjoy living in Hawaii. I would love living in Alola. That's what I mean by like the regions, right? I would love to live in Johto. I would love to live in Unova. I'd love to live in Alola. There we go. Those are the top three. Prada, how is your Friday going? Kalos was kind of mid to me as a region, but I did enjoy Lumiose and ZA. Yeah. I feel like Lumiose was like a vacation. Like I've been to Paris, France, and so like going to Lumiose was kind of like that. It was kind of like going to Paris, France. Yeah, like absolutely. But yeah, I really enjoyed the story in the Legends. Like so far, the Switch has had some great storytelling. Scarlet and Violet's probably the top of the line storytelling, and then like Legends ZA is probably right below that for me as far as storytelling goes. The gameplay, yeah, I think I really enjoyed playing in Galar. I love playing in Galar, and I love playing in Paldea. Like, I really enjoy those games. Just playing around in the world. I really enjoy both of those games. Like, I love how saturated and colorful Galar is, and I love how like explorative Paldea is, Area Zero and all that stuff. Geographically, I live around Driftvale City in real life. Yeah. West of Castelia City in Unova. Yo, I didn't mean to read that out loud. Yo, I didn't mean to dox you in if you translate Unova to like a real map. So I won't say anything like about where you live, but yeah. That's hella funny. Yo, for real. Yeah. I don't know where you live and I'm not, yeah. Galar's underrated in my opinion, yeah. I love playing in Galar. Also, both N is my favorite trainer, and then Marnie is my favorite trainer below N. So a world with N or a world with Marnie, yo, I'm down. So yeah, it's complicated. I have a list and a slew of things that I appreciate about Pokemon, you know? Zapdos, yes. What's up, Necrotio? Welcome to the chat, dude. Yeah, that's the sound that he makes. Yeah. Marnie is the GOAT, right? Like she's in England and she's got that Scottish flair. They have a whole town based in the Scottish flair inside Galar, you know? Like boom. We're Spikemouth. Yeah. I love it. Yo, and Marnie's got, more Peko, and she busts out like these amazing Pokemon on you. Like, school's out. Yo, yo, GG's. Are you on summer break? Are we gonna collab, Necrotio? We get to do some more shiny hunting, man. Salutations, Father Elmo. Welcome to the chat, dude. Happy Friday. The story wasn't good in Pokemon Sword. Is it like because of the Eternatus situation? Like you just don't like the idea of Rose keeping Eternatus in as a battery? I don't know, man. Like here's what I will say. You say Pokemon Sword wasn't a good story. I say there's no other game where the people of the region are cheering for you to be the champion. There's no other game, which is crazy because this whole ever since 1996, like you have been training to become the champion, right? There's no other game where people are like, yeah, I'm your biggest fan. Go to the championship. But Galar does. Like it builds that centricity around the sport of you becoming the champion. It didn't make sense to you? Give it another shot, man. I don't know if you'd be willing to give it another shot, but I think you'd enjoy it. Coming from a different perspective and lens, maybe. Maybe. I think Galar's underrated. Okay, let me catch up. Yeah. I posted in Discord. I got another forfeit. Okay, yo, I'll check that out. Yeah, and hey, you know what? That's fair too. Like what I get, right? Leon, undefeated champion. There's this massive history that Sonia and Hop are kind of uncovering with you, and then you have to get through all eight challenges to get to the undefeated champion, which is sick. That's kind of a cool idea that he's so involved with the story. And then Chairman Rose is working in the background, thinking of the future of Galar is what his motivation is. And so as this group of kids are going through the challenge, Rose is his pot is boiling, right? And when you get to the championships, the pot boils over, and he's like, no, I need to save Galar now. So those are his intentions, and that's his motivation. He wants to make sure that the power of Galar is long lasting into the future. And so he's like steaming on it, and for whatever reason, whether he's corrupted by, you know, he might be corrupted by, you know, caging Eternatus and being exposed to Eternatus for as long as he has, or whatever that pot boils over for. There's probably something in the background that's like egging Rose to like crack under pressure, right? He finally cracks, and then Eternatus is released, and the darkest day, like the history of the region, all comes to a head with Leon, the undefeatable champion, to take down Eternatus, but he can't do it, so your character does, man. Yo, fucking wild. Yeah, and Swordbert and Shieldbert are in relation to like the story about the two kings, right? They're the descendant of the two kings, which they're just like phonies, basically. But yeah, I think that was meant to just be like funny. All right, yo, let me catch up with the chat. Sword and Shield was a banger game, hands down. And the DLC were fire. Yo, I agree. Mustard, we got, yo, Peony, my fucking boy. Peony's my boy. And anyone else says it's terrible, the G-Max and Dynamax was badass. Yo, yeah, I love the Gigantamax forms. Like, that's super cool. We finally get Kaijus after like all the, ever since Pokemon started, they were like, yo, Pokemon Kaijus, right? You saw those, like, the markings on Gengar and Alakazam, and they grew into like Kaijus. And then that fucking like Shadow Dragonite, like walking past the tower, lighthouse, like walking past the lighthouse. Yo, that was a Kaiju Dragonite. Yo, finally, after all these years, we finally get some Kaijus in Pokemon for real. Yo, hell yeah. I still need to obtain a full Switch so I can do a little streaming. Yeah, you do, man. I'm just going by what people say about the story in Pokemon Sword. By what people say? No, play it, man. Play the game. Violet's story is chef's kiss. Yeah, that's probably on the Switch. Scarlet and Violet for me is number 1. I'd say Legend ZA is number 2. And then Sword and Shield is probably number 3. I actually played Sword and Shield for over 100 times. Damn, I literally don't see how it's a bad game. Yeah, it's not a bad game. But corruption, like you're definitely welcome to your own opinion, right? Like you definitely get to like feel what you feel about the games. But yo, yeah, I think like this, what did Sword and Shield do great? Here's what it did great. The designs of the Pokemon. Fucking bangers, man. We got some bangers out of Galar. Galar's new Pokemon, the whole dex, the designs of all the Pokemon are magnificent. Magnificent. And I'd say the same about Paldea. So, and I think they're using the same artist to design the newer Pokemon. Man, beautiful Pokemon. All right. Getting the entire region to cheer for your character as you're making up your way up through the ranks for this sporting event, which is like a Pokemon thing. Beautiful. Fucking amazing. The idea that the champion is undefeated, that's fucking amazing. They did that right. And then I think the wonder of the raid dens and and the history of the region. Beautiful. So that's and they got Toby Fox to write the fucking music. Yo, you got banger soundtracks after banger soundtracks after banger soundtrack. This game fucking came to serve. No crumbs. Galar Dex is underrated. Yo, Galar Dex is underrated. Yeah, that's right. We got Prada over in Galar. You know what I mean? You should try and get a game called Mecha Chameleon. Yeah. I've seen people playing that. Paldea 2. Yeah. I think they use the same. Yeah, let's play Mecha Chameleon. All right. Is it a free game? I love that game so much. Yo, I've seen people playing it. It looks amazing. I love that you can like paint and draw. You know, you can like hide. You know, I've seen some funny ass people like hiding in some funny ass places. The Dynamaxing Gigantamaxing was one of the best in the game of Pokemon Sword and many more. Wait, the Dynamaxing Gigantamaxing was one of the best in the game of Pokemon Sword and many more. Hold on. Corruption, I don't know. It's like $6? Oh, okay. Yeah. Maybe I need to do this. Jinx, yo, Necrotio on Prada? You're like, it's like $6. Hell yeah, get it, bro. That's funny. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me understand corruption. The Dynamaxing and the Gigantamaxing, right, was one of the best in the game of Pokemon Sword. In the game of Pokemon Sword and My More. I'm not sure what you mean by My More, but I'm guessing like you're I think what you're talking about is like the gimmick of Dynamaxing or Gigantamaxing is hella cool. Yeah, dude, I think so too. And I love the lore. Like 3,000 years ago, Eternatus crashes to Galar and it creates the darkest day. And so Pokemon are like becoming kaijus and growing to size, creating this disastrous like thing to happen. Can you imagine 3,000 years ago, you have a Pokemon, Eternatus like crashes to the fucking earth and your Pokemon grows into a kaiju and like steps on your fucking house? You know what I mean? Or ends up like accidentally killing you. You know what I mean? Like that, there's a disaster that happened because of this Eternatus crashing to the earth. So that's kind of neat because we don't know like what happened, right? Many more is what I meant to say. Okay, yeah. I'm guessing you're talking about the gimmick. The gimmick is amazing. I love the idea, and I think it might be tied to like Mega Evolution, right? Like I think we learned a lot in Legends EA. I've talked about my theories about Legends EA about like Mega Evolution and stuff like that a bit. But yo, I think that you know, like Gigantamaxing, Mega Evolution, they're changing the forms to the next step in evolution. Yo, there's something to that. You know what I mean? There's something to that. Yo, what's up, Virgil? Welcome to the chat, dude. Yo, happy Friday. Since there's so many people here, I will say we are gonna be starting a watch party today in the in Discord. Hold on, it's like Wisteria, Wands, and Swords, I think is what we're watching. We're gonna start that series today. I figure let's start a series. Let's kick off watch parties. We'll do that on Fridays. We'll watch a couple episodes after the show. We'll talk about it, and then we'll you know, wherever the conversation goes after the show is where it goes. But yeah, Wisteria, Wand, and Sword. Okay, yeah. So we're starting up some watch parties. Once we're done with Wisteria, Wand, and Sword, we can move on. But yo, I was thinking and tossing around the idea of watching like Pokemon movies and stuff like that. But yeah, in the Discord after stream, we're gonna get down on some. We'll get down on some on a new series. So I'm excited to talk about that with you guys. It's something I don't know anything about, but you know, it comes highly recommended from Necrotio. So I'm in. I'm down. I know there's other suggestions in the watch party suggestions. I'm gonna go through it, make a list, and we can probably start working through it. But yeah, hopefully, I think what's kicking this off for me is we got some notifications from Father Elmo earlier today that was like, yo, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 4 Chainsaw Man, Ramna, season 2, like, or whatever it was. Into the Spider-Verse. All this stuff is going to be coming out next year. And so it's like, yo, I'm just wasting time not watching stuff with you guys. So we got a lot to catch up on. We got a lot to view and watch. And so I think let's get started, Let's get the watch parties going. Wisteria and Sword, Wand and Sword is 22 episodes, and some are still coming out on Sundays. Okay, hell yeah. So it's a fairly new series. Right on. Well, there you go. There's a little bit of a breakdown, guys. I'm excited. When we did Fear and Fridays, the watch parties were really great. We had some really great watch parties. Yeah. So we're getting Spider-Man Brand New Day. We got a chance to talk about that a little bit. The new trailer showing the thunderclap from the Hulk. That's cool. We got some interesting biological stuff going on with Peter Parker. He's got like milky black eyes or thick black eyes. I don't know what's going on with that, but maybe it has some enhancements to his spider powers, and that's why he might be able to take on the Hulk, maybe. But then there's someone messing around with people's minds. So yeah, that seems pretty wild too. Yeah, the trailer's nice. And then there was a Doomsday trailer that was created, but it hasn't been released yet. So I'm guessing that we get the trailer when Spider-Man comes out. It's silly that they didn't release it right away, but there's some controversy around like people being pissed because Disney didn't release the trailer. But it's okay. We'll get it. They made it for some reason. But yeah, I think Doomsday is going to be wild, leading up to Secret Wars, and Secret Wars I think is going to be like crazy. I feel like we'll probably get like Nick Cage, Ghost Rider in Secret Wars. Or maybe Nick Cage, Ghost Rider, and I just don't. I'm worried that it's gonna be too silly. Like I hope it's not too silly. Like I hope it doesn't take itself too seriously, and I hope it like continues the excitement for Marvel. Like that's what I want out of Secret Wars. I hope whatever happens in Secret Wars, it sets up the next exciting chapter in Marvel. And everyone, I hope that Secret Wars sets up the excitement for everybody. And it's not just like, okay, we ended Thanos's story. Now what? Like that, there was no direction. I think people are fed up with Marvel not having any direction. I also understand the studios, Marvel Studios and Kevin Feige, Bob Iger, Disney, there's a bunch of stuff going down for a while, getting in the way of shows like Secret Invasion. Oh my God, don't get me started on Secret Invasion because fuck that show. In the trailer for Spider-Man, the Punisher is going to be in the movie. Yeah, didn't it look like he wasn't affected by the Did I click this? Clicking. Didn't it look like he wasn't affected by the brainwave thing that was going on? Yeah, that was interesting. It looked like he was still looking around while everyone else was kind of like in slow-mo going, oh. So, and Frank Castle is kind of like, what am I seeing, So yeah. I'm excited to see the Punisher. I know there's a special. The Punisher just had a special. I heard it's like R-rated. I heard it's gritty. I heard it's like deep and there's some like heavy themes. I want to check that out. I'm gonna watch that soon. But what I'm curious about, how are they gonna connect? How are they gonna go from that something like that heavy to a Spider-Man movie, right? how are they gonna do that? But yeah, I think Avengers Doomsday is gonna do something interesting. It seems like it's gonna be really focused around the kids of. It seems like it's gonna be focused around the kids of the Avengers, right? Or like the next generation. Like after Fantastic Four, we've got the end credit scene where Doctor Doom is disappearing with Franklin Richards, and that's wild because Franklin Richards is like one of the most powerful mutants in Marvel Comics of all time, right? Like he is one of the most powerful mutants. So that kid's gone. I think Thor's kid might have something to do with what Thor was saying in that little snippet, because he was talking about like legacy and love and stuff like that, and that's his kid's name, his adopted kid, Love. Gore the God Butcher's daughter, which, what the hell did they do with that movie? Oh man, that movie could have been so much different and so much more. After Thor Ragnarok, like that movie was peak. I don't know what Thor Love and Thunder was, and that's kind of sad. Those are probably the two things that I dislike the most about Marvel. Like I don't mind. I think Quantumania is probably better than Thor Love and Thunder, and then Thor Love and Thunder, and then Secret Invasion. That's the bottom of the barrel. That's so bad. But yeah, I'll follow it. I want to see what's going on. I want to know the story, and I'm looking forward to Doomsday. But I think they're setting up like the children of the Avengers to be in danger of some sort, something along those lines. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think Doomsday is going to be about? Is anybody excited for Marvel movies? I'm super excited about Marvel. I need to watch the new Daredevil season 2. I haven't been able to watch that yet either. But yeah, I'm going to catch up. I'm going to catch up on all these shows. Right now, I am watching... So Sony created a Spider Noir show. It's out on Amazon Prime, and I'm 4 episodes into it. But yeah, Nick Cage is playing Ben Reilly Spider Noir, and I think the first line is like, "Hey, I don't know anything about Into the Spider-Verse. I don't know anything about another universe, but this is my story," right? So it's like, okay, I see what you're doing. This is not the same, Season 2 is good. Season 2 of Daredevil is good. Okay, yeah, I need to watch that, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm laughing so hard, I'm crying. I got someone else to forfeit after their last 3 Pokemon got paralyzed. No way I'm getting this lucky today. RNG is killing it on your side, man. You're just out there paralyzing all the teams. Nurse Joy is gonna see all of these Pokemon in wheelchairs. They're just like, they're gonna be like unable to move, and they're all gonna be paralyzed from the waist down because Snapesy is out there just like it's using his pressure points to like just paralyze everybody. And so all of these Pokemon are coming into Nurse Joy with paralysis. They're not going to be able to move. Dang, man. You're making the emergency room busy. You're making the emergency Pokemon Center busy. Oh, that's wild though. Discharge is killing it for me. Dang, you're getting paralysis on that many Pokemon with Discharge? That's awesome. Is that your Rotom Mo that's getting Discharge off? Rotom Mo with Discharge? That's wild. That sounds like a fun time, man. Dang, how are we this far behind? I think I got caught up with chat, and we're resetting a little slow. So sorry about that, guys. I know there was something else we did today too. Like, while I was reset, I left from Cerulean Cave to get here, so that took a little bit of time, and then while we were doing resets, I stopped for a second to do something. But yeah, we're a little bit behind on time. But yeah, I'm gonna try and catch up. I'm gonna try and catch up right now. But yeah, the reason being, I'd like to be able to start the watch party at a decent time for you guys. That way, you know, if you want to come and watch this cool show, we can talk about it afterwards and hang out for a little bit. But yeah, yo, I'm excited to get to the watch party. It'll be fun to do that on Fridays again. I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, today we're only going to get through 100 resets. We'll end at 300, and then we'll pick up tomorrow. I finished the whole show in a day. GG's. Yo, good job, Necrotio. That's wild. It must be really good. I was talking about how you recommended the Gods of High School. 18 hours? 22 episodes in 18 hours. While at school. Oh, okay. Teachers are like, put your Crunchyroll away. Yeah, Gods of High School was a lot of fun to watch, man. There's some tropes, anime tropes going on, but also fun characters, fun like tournament stuff going on. It was pretty good. Like cool power sets. Yeah, it did the job, you know? It was the second to last full day. Okay. Yeah, you're like, all right, well, we're not doing anything, so anime it is. I woke up today and I chose anime, yeah? It was Monday? Okay. Yo, you guys got out of school this week? Oh yeah, happy Juneteenth, anybody out there celebrating freedom? Hell yeah. Happy Juneteenth out there. Happy freedom to you, to everyone. Yeah, happy freedom. Okay. Here we go, onward. But yeah, if I don't know, like I know the holiday is fairly new, so I'm not sure exactly how to celebrate it. But I gave my roommate a big hug. I was like, hell yeah, freedom. Thank you, boss man. Hell yeah, Virgil. Yeah, man. Happy Juneteenth. I hope help me understand how to celebrate it, because I'm not sure what to do. I was like, oh, today's Juneteenth. I'm just gonna wish people happy Juneteenth. But like, I gotta figure out like how to you know, share the wealth and, you know, acknowledge this and spread the word, you know? That's all I know. That's all I know. How do I celebrate this though? Yeah, do that. Okay, yeah, perfect. We're doing it right then. Hell yeah, Virgil. Okay. Yeah, we'll get it right. Yeah, I figure yeah, like it's giving your roommate a hug is good. Okay, every year, yeah, every Juneteenth, gonna knock that out. It'll be the first thing on the list. Yeah, still fairly new, right? I feel like the city, you know, might lead a celebration, or like maybe there's people that are celebrating in certain ways and like the what's the word I'm looking for? Like the, not habit, but like the tradition. Yeah, the tradition of Juneteenth starts. Like people are figuring out like practicing my instrument with anime music is great. yeah, that's a good way to practice your instrument. But yeah, with tradition and stuff like that, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I think every day we could get the opportunity to celebrate freedom, but this is the way. This is the day to do it. So what's the tradition in that? That's what I'm wondering. What do we do with this tradition? Like newfound tradition, right? Because a lot of stuff comes from like from people building tradition beforehand. So how do we do that? Like, I think 4th of July, people light off fireworks, and now there's these grandiose displays of like the horizon being lit up, you know, over cities and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. 4th of July, right? So yeah, that's what I meant, and that's what I wondered. I wonder. But yeah, small things. Giving my roommate a hug. that's one way to do it, to start off the day, I guess. I drank a couple of cups of coffee like I normally do, and it's like, I wonder what the traditions are around this. How do we celebrate? Yeah. But yeah, I figure wishing happy Juneteenth. That's probably a good start too. Oops. There we go. My roommates went and saw Disclosure Day today. I think they just got home. I'm curious how that movie was, because it's Steven Spielberg busting out some directing again. And so yeah, I bet that I bet the cinematography in this movie is going to be amazing. But they just got home they invited me, but I was like, yo, I need to stream. I gotta get through these Zapdos, right? And I figure it's gonna be a good start to the watch parties by getting some anime going. So yeah, this should be good. Figure we got stuff going on today. Training Riolu's got the things going on today. So no Disclosure Day for me. Not today. Today's not Disclosure Day for me. But yeah, that seems like a cool concept for a movie too. I like that idea. Basically, like, the main character can... The main character, I think, grew up and had this, like, weird instance happen when she was a kid, which made her susceptible to something that happens later in her life, it seems like. And so, when this thing happens later in her life, she's able to start understanding different languages and different ways of speaking, and like joining species, right? Like the aliens and people, so she can start understanding it. I think that's the premise of the movie. So and she's a meteorologist, so like this happens on live TV when she starts like clicking or whatever. It seems like a wild time, a wild premise. But yeah, where does he go, and how does the story play out? I have no idea. So I think that'd be a pretty fun movie to watch. I think it's gonna probably do, if movies are competing for like award nominations, I feel like Hail Mary and Disclosure Day are gonna probably be competing for awards from this cycle of movies. But yeah, and we haven't seen Spider-Man yet. I feel like Spider-Man is probably going to be the most successful movie of the year, but it's probably not going to be awarded the way that Hail Mary and Disclosure Day probably are. Oh, and Obsession might get awarded too. Like, as far as like horror films and stuff like that, I think we got Weapons this year, or was it the end of last year? But Weapons was really good. It was written really well. It's kind of neat, the story behind Weapons. I want to see Supergirl. Yeah, me too. I'm going to see Supergirl. I can't imagine Supergirl beating out Spider-Man in success, or like money, or like being brought up for like awards or nomination. But I'm super excited for Millie Alcock. I'm super excited for James Gunn. I'm excited that finally, like, I know, like, Jason Momoa is super excited to play Aquaman, but like, I think Lobo is something that he's like, I look like Lobo, I can be Lobo, like, give me a chance to be Lobo. And so he's got it, he's got the role. I feel like this turns into like a TV series or something like that. I hope it is successful. And I'm just the thing that I'm worried about is that like the success of Supergirl movies and the series from Supergirl in the past don't typically perform the way that Superman does. And Superman was a good performance, especially against like Fantastic Four and Jurassic Park. When those 3 movies were out for the summer, Superman did great. I hope that riding the curtails of Superman, Supergirl's success is there too. But I'm worried that it doesn't, man. I miss Jason Aquaman. I think he's going to be great in whatever role he does, right? Yeah. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, Aquaman was a good role. I loved Aquaman 2 and Aquaman 1. I think both of them were actually really good, despite them not succeeding very well. And I think that's what's going to happen with Supergirl, right? Not to like paint any pictures or coat over anything, but I think Supergirl is going to be a great movie. I think I'm going to really enjoy it. I just don't know if like it gets the money that shows that it's successful worldwide and in the box office, right? Which sucks and I think it's just because it's this franchise and this IP, and that's what's gonna determine its success, which sucks. It shouldn't be that way. Like, I think if Supergirl is a better movie than Superman, I think it needs to perform better, right? But I know James Gunn didn't write this Supergirl movie. I think it's based off a really cool comic book, and I don't know if they, do they bring in the magical like flying horse? Supergirl's like unicorn, right? Do they bring that into the story? But it's based off of a very impactful story, and so I think it's going to be retelling this story of Krypton through Supergirl's eyes, and that's how the DC universe is going to be able to get this story told, and so that's going to be cool. And I think I imagine before ever seeing it or knowing enough about it, I think it does probably already deserves more success than what it's going to get. That's probably what's going to happen. And that sucks, man. It deserves more success than what it's going to get. And I think the Fantastic Four suffered that too. Like, all the past Fantastic Fours kind of like set up the success for the Fantastic Four movie that came out last year, which it was a pretty good movie. I think there was some really good themes around family. I think there was some really good messaging that happened about like unity and world, the world coming together. There were some cool graphics and action sequences, but yeah, there's some good storytelling happening in Fantastic Four that I don't think got to see the light of day to enough of the audience. But I think Sue Storm will probably get more chances to be on the big screen in Doomsday and Secret Wars. We'll probably be able to see the Fantastic Four family do an amazing job in those movies, and I think that's how they'll probably gain the momentum needed to continue their. I remember when they made Galactus a fucking weird shaped cloud. Yeah. Luckily, we're not dealing with that Fantastic Four. But yeah, I think in like Doomsday and in Secret Wars, we'll probably get enough exposure from the Fantastic Four to get like successful movies going forward. I hope. That's my hope. Because I think with the Russo brothers backing Avengers Doomsday and them going into Secret Wars, and this is like their series, it's probably going to build momentum around the things that they're leaving the Marvel universe off with. And so I hope they steer the audience into a good direction with like where the Marvel universe is going. And I think the Fantastic Four gained success from this journey with the Russo brothers. But it's too bad that before that, it's too bad that like the first movie couldn't get the traction that it probably needed. Which and honestly, the same to be said with Superman. Like that movie, in my opinion, Superman is like the message of our time. Like I loved how much care was put into the character of Superman. Didn't the Russo brothers do Stranger Things? No, that's the Duffer Brothers. The Duffer Brothers did Stranger Things. The Russo brothers did the like Infinity Saga with Thanos. And those movies were massive. Like it changed the movie industry. How successful like the Infinity Saga was. It took 20 years to build up, right? I like Stranger Things. Yeah, me too. Like it was weird there was some controversy around how it ended. Like I thought I maybe it could have ended better. I guess people have ideas about that, but I think I got to end watching Stranger Things with my family around me, and it was like Christmas we watched as a family. It was crazy. I thought I was gonna be watching this by myself, but like on Christmas, my sister's like, "Hey, we're watching Stranger Things. Do you want to stay?" And I was like, "Yo, yeah." So my nephews, myself, like some of my nephew's friends, my sister, we were all together, and we got to watch the first part of Stranger Things. And then on New Year's, when the last part came out, we watched the end together. And so I think I probably have the lens of experiencing this through family. And that's how it ended for me. That might be unique. I don't know if everybody got to feel that, but it meant a lot to me, I think. The Superman movie that came out not that long ago, I didn't like that. Interesting. What was wrong with it, Corruption? I remember for weeks I talked about that conversation that Lois and Superman had around like the story of Superman, yeah. Like that was a really well written scene. I love that when Superman is facing off against the kaiju, like he's so concerned about everyone. Like he even rescues like a squirrel from being killed. And like when the kaiju blasts into a building, he checks with the people first. He's like, "You guys okay?" And then like he's like, "Eyes up here," Like I think there was some really good choreography that made the messaging of Superman work really well. It didn't click. I don't know what you mean. What does that mean? Ironically, that movie got beat by an anime movie twice. Superman? You're talking about Superman? Superman got beat by an by Demon Slayer? Which and how do you mean beat? Because like if you're talking box office, yeah, eventually movies get kind of phase out and box office gets to beat out movies that have been out for a little while. Whoops. Superman got beat by Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man in the box office by a lot. I think you're right about Demon Slayer. I didn't hear about Chainsaw Man. That's cool. I'll have to look into that. I love delving into box office numbers, but you got to take into consideration too, like opening weekend. I don't think Superman got beat out, right? Opening weekend, Superman, I think so opening weekend, the movies in competition with each other ended up being Fantastic Four, Superman, and Jurassic Park. Like in the first 2 weeks of all of those movies coming out, those were those were the highest grossing releases of that summer, I think. So yeah, I'll look into when Demon Slayer was released, because yeah, I think Superman had been out for a little while, and it makes sense that if after Superman's success, right? Because it did really well, it did pretty well, which is funny because like these movies make millions of dollars, if not billions, and if they don't hit a certain point, then they're not considered successes. And like millions and billions of dollars is fucking wild to not be a success. So so yeah, I I guess it's because they were in different seasons. Yeah. Like I think Superman was still in theaters when Demon Slayer came out. I remember watching Demon Slayer with a couple of our friends, Necrotio, Pokemon Go players that we know. You guys might have met Sumerian when we were doing Ogre Ousting. I went to go see Demon Slayer with Sumerian and another of our friends who's been in the chat a couple times, but yeah, they popped in a couple weeks ago. But we went and saw Demon Slayer together, and it was cool. There was people like dressed up. It had just come out, but by then, Superman had been out for a little while. $743 million opening weekend was 70 million. Yeah. And so it's like, was that a success? I don't know, because there's typical numbers that movies have to make to be a success. And I'd imagine that studio was probably like, yeah, this was a success, yeah. But like some studios, like Warner Brothers, if they're not hitting a certain number, then it's not a success. Heavy success for an anime movie. Yeah, I agree. $743 million is pretty great for an anime movie. In American audience, for an American audience too. Yep. That is pretty. Oh, their budget was 20 million? Okay, yeah, great. Yo, I'm glad they did way better than their budget. That's how successes used to be measured, by like what the budget was versus like what you make. That's what success used to be measured as. And ever since, and that's what I meant, like with Avengers Endgame, the way that box office, it changed cinema for ever since, for the last 10 years? Has it been 10 years since? I guess Chainsaw Man wasn't that good. I liked it a lot though. Yeah, you were saying that Superman lost to Chainsaw Man? I don't think that's true. Like I think there was probably a point where Superman and Demon Slayer were in the box office together, and Demon Slayer probably did better because the hype around Demon Slayer was brand new, right? That makes sense. And Superman, I think there's typically a window too. When a movie comes out, the box office is meant to reach a certain number by the first 2 weeks or whatever. The opening weekend, it's got to reach this. The next weekend, it's got to reach this. Like those are like when people are available, when school's out and stuff like that. It's got to reach certain numbers, right? And so that's typically analyzed and there's numbers around it. But I think me, Sumerian, and our friend went and saw Demon Slayer probably like weeks after I saw Superman, and I saw Superman opening day. I went by myself. I went and saw Superman all by myself. I saw it opening day. No one was available, so I was like, I'm gonna go see it. I like Demon Slayer movie a lot. Yeah, Demon Slayer was amazing. I cried at Demon Slayer because it was a beautiful, beautiful story. I can't spell. I got you, man. I understood what you said. What you're saying. Yeah, I like Demon Slayer a lot. Yeah, I remember when you went. I remember when you went. You saw the movie like 2 weeks after I did. There we go. Some lore, little lore around myself and Necrotio. We both saw Demon Slayer within 2 weeks of each other. It's a great movie though. Demon Slayer was fantastic. That was my introduction to Demon Slayer. Yeah, during the I think the next event I was asking about what you thought, because I was like, man, I've never been a part of Demon Slayer. I've never seen anything about it. I watched this movie. It like the music was amazing. The like whenever there was impacts from like the swords like hitting, and like it like I could feel the rumble in my chest, and like the stories that were happening, it was easy to follow, even though I didn't know anything about Demon Slayer. It was easy to follow, and it was like it did such a good job of creating engagement with the characters that by the time that the protagonist dies, right, I was sobbing. It was my sister's fight show first showcase to it. Okay, yeah, mine too. I'm not your sister. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So hopefully she's watched, because since then I've watched the seasons of Demon Slayer. It's a great show, fantastic. I'm really glad that I saw the movie first, and then got into the show. I'm glad that that's the way it went for me, because I don't think a lot of people experience the show that way. But yo, it sounds like your sister did too. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, Demon Slayer's was awesome, and it was kind of cool around that time too. I met QLF, and like we got to talk about Demon Slayer, like it's his favorite anime and stuff like that. And so like watching the show and talking to him about it while that show was going on, while I was watching it, yo, he was so stoked, man. It was just like, it was like he was watching it for the first time through my experience. You know what I mean? He was living vicariously through my viewing experience, and it was great. I had a great time watching. I think the movie, being in the theater, like getting like that deep, thunderous like impacts, and getting those like the music and like the experience, like everybody was, there was a bunch of people in cosplay. It was cool. There was people cheering and stuff. It was a good time. That theater experience was such a good time that I think it pales, my viewing experience of the seasons pales in comparison to like seeing what happens at the end of that, right? So cool. Like I got to work up to that. It was cool. Yeah. We're at 265. I think I've kept pretty good track of counting. I might have missed one or two clicks, and I don't think I've skipped ahead with any clicks. So we should be fairly accurate right now. Fairly accurate at 265 resets. We'll make it to 300 before the end of stream today. Yo, if we get the shiny today, we would destroy the RNG on what the shiny shows up as, right? What the shiny shows up at. Yo, that would be incredible if we could get it. But yo, I'm guessing that we get it between 800 and 900. That's my guess. I would say. Today I didn't make a guesstimate of what number we would get it at. So I guess I'll do that now. I'll say 284, 284. If it comes today, we'll guess 284. But yo, the chat has been kicking off. It's been Friday all day, and people are like hyped up. You know, it's the end of the week, and that's how the chat's been all day. So I never made any prediction on what number it would be if it came in this stream. So I'll say 284 now. And I offer you the same question. If you guys think we get the shiny today, what number do you think it's going to be? But I think more reasonably, like, when do you think the shiny Zapdos shows up overall? Like, do you think it's going to be before 800, or do you think we get it after the odds? Because that's possible too. Happy Friday, man. Yo, it's been such a good day. It's been such a beautiful day. Like, it was interesting. I went and saw my fur nephew, and we got to play around. I heard about one of our Chili from the Pico Pals is no longer going to be in the Pico Pals. He actually let us know that he was quitting Pico Pals today, which is, you know, hell yeah. You know, I hope he's moving on to, you know, amazing things, and I wish him the best. But, you know, that was news that we got today. But while I was talking to Assassin on the phone about, you know, okay, this, you know, like, yo, this is how I feel about it. This is how you feel about it. We were just like, you know, collaborating about our friend, right? Our friend leaving the group. I think that's going to be hard for some people. I like Chili. I think he's a good dude. I think he was hella funny. I know, like, I know he struggles with ADHD is what he was talking about and stuff like that. So hopefully, you know, I hope that this is like just a good decision for him going forward. You know, like that's something that he's taken care of, you know, like, this is just better for him. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, so I learned that. I was on the phone with Assassin while I was hanging out with my fur nephew, and I was walking him around the yard, and I go to go back in the house, and the door doesn't like turn the latch. So so I wasn't able to get into the house, and so we walked around to the front, and I let Onyx in. And I started trying to check out the door handle and the doorknob and stuff like that. And I don't know what happened, but like we weren't able to get I wasn't able to get the doorknob to twist and the latch to release from the door frame. So my brother's at work. It's his house. I didn't want to mess with anything. So I just left him a message like, hey, without taking this apart, I don't think I can do anything to fix it. So you know, I let him know. And but yeah, me and Onyx were standing outside like, how do we get in here? So like, but he was having a fun time. He was trying to destroy this like stuffy it was like a squeaky toy. Today he was trying to destroy a chicken bone. He has like a little chicken bone stuffy. And that was hella funny because it looked like he was just eating a big ass chicken leg the whole time he was trying to destroy that. But I kept him from destroying it kind of and made it a little bit more, you know, long lasting for him and I hopefully entertaining. Hopefully he's not like annoyed like, man, when Uncle Roy comes over, he never lets me chew anything up. You know, like, I hope it's not like that. But I tried to make it so that, you know, his toy lasts longer and he gets more use out of it. So I just like turn the thing over when he's like trying to nip into it. Cause he knows like if he gets like the fabric in the skin of his, like at the front of his teeth, he can like rip some of those fabrics apart. And so like, he focuses on that, and it's funny because he gets really, really like focused, and so I'll go in there and just interrupt it. So I'm probably to him I'm probably really annoying, but he still gives me hugs every day when I go over there. He's still such a lovey puppy boy, and he's such a good dog. So we got locked out today somehow. I don't know what happened, but the door wouldn't open, and so I came late to stream today because I was trying to figure out. I I was messing with a screwdriver to try and tighten the door into place and stuff like that. And I couldn't get the latch to come out of the door frame. So the only thing I can think to do is take it apart and get like everything aligned and get it like get it so that when you turn the handle, it pulls the latch. Like there's probably something I can do to get it going, but I didn't want to take it apart. I didn't want my brother to worry that like his door is not able to be closed. It's very secure right now because no one can get in. So that's a much better place for that door to be than left open. You know what I mean? Much better place for that door to be. So yeah. So that's what happened. I'm a little late to stream today, but yeah, that's what we had going on. So we got about 30 more resets to go. Not yet. But yeah, and then in the Discord I'm going to start the watch party. So yeah, that should be fun. I'm excited to have watch parties again. We did Fear and Friday last. That's the last watch party that we had going. Man, that was such a beautiful show. It was really such like I really like how playful that show is with its story, because when it gets serious and when it gets like intense, like Fearing like gets really serious and really intense, but outside of that, it's just so whimsical. It's so beautiful. The audio, the storytelling, it's just, yo, mwah, chef's kiss, yeah. So I'm excited. Yeah, let's see what we get into. What we get into on the watch parties from here on out. I guess so today, if you haven't heard, we're gonna be watching hold on, it's like Wands and Swords is the second part of it, but it's called Wistoria, Wands and Swords. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna be getting into that today, and I guess there's 22 episodes. So we'll probably watch a couple episodes every time we do a watch party, just to try and catch up and get to the end of that. And then typically with the watch parties, we'll hang out, watch the show, and then talk about the show afterwards. And I'll typically write down some Easter eggs or themes that are happening in the show, and we could talk about that stuff afterward, kind of like a book club in a way. Watch party and like a cool conversation around it afterwards. And then wherever the conversations go, we just like typically flow into whatever. So yeah, that's what I think the structure of the watch parties are for the Discord, and that's what you can look forward to. So yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, link is in the chat if you're not already there, and I will put general call up, and we'll stream some anime in the Discord chat. Wistoria, Wands and Swords is what we're going to be getting into today after stream. So yeah, that should be fun. Good times. I'm excited for it. Necrotio recommended to me the Gods of High School, and that was a pretty fun show. That was a pretty fun show to watch. Connect. There we go. Okay. So yeah, about 28 more resets to go, and we'll hop into that. But yeah, man, it would be incredible if we got the shiny Zapdos today. I sincerely don't know if we're gonna get it. This game is so funny. Like Pokemon Let's Go. Yo, the best part of this game, we haven't gotten to the best part yet. But yo, Eevee's pretty adorable. I've laughed at Eevee's reactions to stuff. But yeah, yo, it gets the best part of the game hasn't even happened yet. We'll probably see that on the last episode of the series. Look at the Discord with bolts and safe. Oh, the Mecha Chameleon? Is that what you're playing right now? That game does look funny, man. If anybody doesn't know, Mecha Chameleon, I think it's making its waves right now. It's a pretty fun game to play with other people. You can like fold your character up into like whatever shape or you can whatever shape maybe like a stick figure could fold up into, and then you can paint yourself to hide yourself. So people are playing Mecha Chameleon. Yeah, it is pretty popular right now. I've seen a lot about it. It looks like a lot of fun. But it's not Pokemon. It's not a Pokemon game. Can't catch Pokemon in Mecha Chameleon. Although, it would be sweet if you could catch a Kecleon. There's a bunch of poses and stuff. Then you gotta match your character to the background. Yeah, you get to like paint. Yo, I saw someone paint themselves as like a stuffed chicken. Or like a chicken on the table. I thought that was pretty clever. And there was somebody... Sorry, excuse me. There's custom matches. Yeah, for like quick... Oh. Custom maps. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So people can create their own like spaces to hide. I saw there was a girl who was playing it, and she folded herself up into a ball and hid behind two pipes and then painted herself the color of the wall, and no one could see her behind the pipes. And like there's a bunch of people talking like in the call, like like trying to find, like she was saying like you were so close to me, like and they couldn't see her. Like it was pretty funny. Like I was like, dang dude, like you can kind of see, like it shows like the outline of the person and you see where they paint themselves, but because her teammates weren't a part of it, they couldn't see the outline of the person, which was crazy. And it was like behind two pipes like sticking out of wall. She stuck herself in between the pipe and the wall, and she painted herself the color of the wall, and nobody found her, or at least in that portion. It was hella fun. Yo, it was wild. But yeah, we play Pokemon hide and seek. we go to Blueberry Academy to be the Mecha Chameleon. Yeah, no, it looks like a fun game, man. I think it'd be fun to do with the Pico Pals. There's probably Pokemon maps. Yeah, just make Blueberry Academy. I would hide on top of Pride Rock with as a giant Miraidon, shiny Miraidon. That was the move, man. I don't know how, but we weren't found. Not for a while. Okay. Dang, we are on the latter half of 200, and we're getting close to 300. My guess is that I guess we see shiny Zapdos at 284. I think that's what I said. So yeah, I guess we're getting closer to that. But yo, I forgot to make a guess earlier today. Forgot to make a guess. Maybe we get the shiny at 284. What do you guys think? Okay. It's so dumb it's going to work. It's so stupid it's going to work. Yo, I think that's how that game plays out. Well, I'm glad you're having fun with it. It seems like it's a fun time. We're not going that high. Not today. We're not going past 300 today. Sorry, man. I'm going from 200 to 300 today, and we're gonna call it quits. I'm a cloud. Oh hell yeah. We'll call it quits for the stream, and then we'll come back and reset tomorrow. Just so we can hop into. Still think it's gonna be 312? Okay, yo. I'm not gonna find out. I'll never know. It could be. You're probably right. Although 284 is a good number. 284 might be it. It could be 284. Let's find out. 5 more to go, man. Let's go. Let's get this shiny. Shiny in 5, right? Nyx in 5, shiny in 5. There we go. They found you? Backwards? They found you backwards? They didn't know of me. They do know of me. Yeah, you spelt it right. It's just I need a mirror. Oh, well, no, even a mirror wouldn't help really. That F would be like super out of whack. Yo, okay, here we go. Okay, we're getting closer to the shiny. If my prediction for today's stream is right, we're 4 away from the shiny. When we got the Moltres, I think I guessed like like 570 something, but we got it at 523. So I was like, oh shit! Like, I did not expect that we were gonna get the Moltres that soon, and it was like hella early in the stream, so it was like, okay, we've got a ton of time, which was great because then we got to unlock. We unlocked Red, so Red is waiting for us to battle him, and that'll be cool. And then yeah, we got to work our way to past Mewtwo. That way we could get the battle with Green, and so that's probably gonna honestly. Oh, I do have to get a Onyx. I have to get Porygon, and I have to get Pinsir and Ditto. There's 4 more shinies on the list, so I have 4 more shinies to get, and then the legendary birds. No one put Mewtwo on the list, but I'm putting Mewtwo on the list, so we're gonna get shiny Mewtwo. But when we battle Red and battle Green, like, I feel like those will probably be the last things that we do in the series. So yo, that's gonna be fun. I hope this goes fairly quick because I'd like to get to the Nuzlocke, the next series. And then after our Nuzlocke, I think the Nuzlocke is gonna go hella fast. Our next series, I'm not entirely sure what to do just yet, but I need to I really need to do Dynamax Adventure and try and get those that shiny Zygarde and get like the shiny legendary Pokemon. But I think what would help is to get like the shiny charm. I don't know if you guys are into going back to Dynamax Adventures. But yeah, I've got a few ideas of some series that we could do after the Nuzlocke. But we'll get there. We'll get closer to that, and we'll start talking about like what we could do. I'm excited though. I think it's gonna be fun. We're working our way to get to Winds and Waves, and I think we're gonna have some fun before that. We'll be ready. We'll be ready for Winds and Waves when it comes out. Okay, this next, not this one, but the next one I'm guessing is going to be the shiny. What if it's this one though? What if this one's the shiny and we're one off? Yo, that would be that that'd be insane. Hey boy. Uh-huh. Okay. Let's go. Yeah, what? Yo, these resets feel like they're taking a long time. I think I'm excited. No, that's probably what's why it feels so long. I know, like, there's been a couple times where my controller wasn't connecting right away. Okay, it wasn't this one. It's gonna be this next one. Yeah, here we go. 284, baby. This is the prediction. We're here. We made it to 284. This has got to be the shiny. I predicted it, so certainly it's gonna come true, right? Our predictions always come true. They're always right, right? Here we go. 284, baby. Let's go. I'm hungry. Yo, get some food before the watch party. We're gonna be watching Wisteria Wands and Swords. Get some food. I'm probably gonna grab a snack before turning on the watch party myself. But I think we got a little bit of time before we're finished with the 100 resets for the day. But yo, we might get the shiny too. So anytime from here until 300, if we get the shiny, yo, we will that'll be it. That'll be it for the Zapdos hunt. That'll be awesome. We'll spend some time with Zapdos. We'll put Zapdos as our friend behind us and stuff. Outside of these streams, I'm gonna be trying to find Master Balls so that way I could catch the shiny birds in Master Balls. But yo, I spent a pretty good amount of time last night and the night before trying to find Master Balls. No luck yet. I haven't had any luck. So the rarity is supposed to be like 30% chance of finding a Master Ball, according to, you know, Googling it, you know, finding the AI, according to the AI, which who knows if that's right, but according to that, it's like 30% chance of finding a Master Ball. Okay, you know, my prediction was definitely wrong. We're 2 resets past my prediction, and we definitely did not find the shiny. So okay, hopefully we'll get it before 300. That would be great, because then we can move on to Articuno, and we saved the best for last, right? We saved the best shiny, we saved the best bird for last. Well, I like Zapdos, but yeah, the best shiny is probably Articuno. I don't know. Do you guys think differently? Not counting the Galarian birds, right? Not counting the Galarian birds. Do you guys think Zapdos, Moltres, or Articuno have the best shiny? Which one? Which one do you like? I think my favorite shiny, as previously mentioned, is Articuno. Okay. Oh, and next week we're gonna be doing chat battles. I know Corruption has been asking that we do some battles in Pokemon Violet, so that's something that we can do. I'm definitely gonna set up Pokemon Champions so that way we have that lobby, which is pretty cool. That lobby is sick. Like, there's a group of people that can be in the lobby, and as I'm battling, you guys could be battling. When I'm finished battling, I typically go in and spectate the end of a battle or spectate what's happening. So it's a cool setup. And then like whoever wants to battle, you know, it's nice to, yo, that lobby is sick. Like I really appreciate the way that lobby is set up in Champions. And I think it works really well for chat battles when you guys are here and we're all battling together. So Pokemon Champions is going to be the main brunt of the stream. I won't be on a time crunch like I was last Saturday. I went to my nephew's party on Saturday, and that was a great time, but it put the stream on a time crunch. Next week, we're not going to have to worry about a time crunch. So sometimes chat battles go for 2 to 3 hours, and that's fine by me. I know that people are probably going to want to play Legends ZA for a little bit and battle in Legends ZA. I'm down for that, but I want the crux and the brunt of the battles to be in Pokemon Champions. That way we all get a chance to hang out, battle each other, spend some time in there, and try out some new teams and stuff like that. I've got a gimmick that I'm really excited to show next week. It's probably not ready for you guys' sweaty teams, you know, like you guys are crunching the numbers, getting those massive like hits and stuff like that. I'm probably not ready for that, but so I'll lose. But when we get the gimmick off, I'm excited for that. When I can get the gimmick off, I'll be excited to get the gimmick off. So, yeah, it'll be a gimmicky team. It's not going to be, you know, sweaty like most people's powerful, you know, teams that are getting all their bonuses and stat boosts and stuff like that. I mean, I'm just gonna try to make sure that you guys get to see the cool animation and that my team is gonna do something maybe at some point. So that's what I'm gonna be there for. And I hope you guys are there to enjoy chat battles. We'll probably jump through a few games towards the end of the stream. Boy. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to chat battles. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see you guys battle against the gimmick that we're bringing. Last week's gimmick was man. Last week's gimmick was pretty funny in chat battles. Hold on, what did we do? Oh yeah. We used Flash Fire on Abomasnow. God, that was actually, it worked a couple times, that was pretty great. And I think the supporting characters around Abomasnow were actually pretty good. So I enjoyed that team. I lost, I probably lost like 5 battles, and I think we won like 3 battles. So it ended up being okay. It wasn't the worst team. I think my Alakazam team that had Trace did a better job, which was a funny gimmick too. But I'm excited for this gimmick. I don't think I'm gonna win a lot, but I am excited to see the cool, like there's a really cool animation. Deep dish pepperoni in the oven? Hell yeah. All right, can I come and get a slice? I'm just kidding. Okay, here we go. Got to get that deep dish Chicago style, yeah. Deep dish Chicago style pizza. That'd be the way to go. I love Chicago style pizza. Yeah. So yeah. I think on chat battles, you guys probably gonna destroy my team. And that's the truth. That's what's really gonna happen. But there is I have a gimmick set up for chat battles. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And when it does work, it'll be funny for me at least. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. I hope you guys enjoy when it works as well, because it's just meant to be a silly team. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Again, Corruption was saying that he'd like to try Pokemon Violet, so I think towards the end of chat battles, we'll probably go Pokemon Champions for a brunt of the show, and then we'll go Pokemon Legends ZA, and then we'll probably hit Pokemon Violet after that, which I don't think I have. I don't think I have a battle team ready in Pokemon Violet, but I could try to remedy that. I could try to fix that. Oh, yo, I can have a slice? Yo, thanks, Necrotio. That's super sweet of you, dude. I'm gonna, get a slice from Necrotio, you know? What? No? Oh, okay. No pizza. Okay, never mind. You can't have a slice with Necrotio. I said yeah to the Chicago part. Okay. All right. Well, I that's why being specific helps. I also asked if I could have a slice of the pizza, and you said yeah. So I was like, all right, hell yeah. I know, dude. Yo, that was incredible. Last chat battles. Corruption was facing off against a new person to the channel. What was his name? Brand new person. It like came to be in chat battles last week. And I haven't seen him in the chat since. But he had a cool name. It wasn't Glitch. I know Glitch Kids was in the chat, but it was something in between Glitch, Corruption, and his name. Like it was in between there, right? It worked with the naming scheme of you guys, right? So the battle was heated. It came down to two final Pokemon. A Galarian, a Hisuian Typhlosion, right? On one side of the battle, and a Mega Chandelure on the other side of the battle. And so it was Mega Chandelure's turn to like go, and Shadow Ball, it went to go use Shadow Ball, but Shadow Ball fucking missed. Shadow Ball missed, and then Hisuian Typhlosion uses Infernal Parade and just destroys the Chandelure and ends up winning. Corruption ended up winning that battle. Yo, that was insane. That was so crazy, dude. Osu time. Yeah, get it, bro. Does Necrotio or Bolts know any about this or no? It was Cyber Games. Yeah, that's right. Cyber Games. Thank you. Yeah, we haven't seen Cyber since last week, you know? Since the Pokemon battles. Maybe Cyber's like just hanging out in the background, and he's just like waiting until we do chat battles next week, and he's like, I'm gonna get my revenge, you know? But yeah, maybe that's what's going on. And he'll come back and with his Chandelure ready to take out Typhlosion. But hopefully we'll see. Yo, I don't know if we'll ever see that again. Yo, will we ever be able to see like such a crazy like sequence of events? Like that Shadow Ball missed. Like it was clearly gonna destroy Typhlosion. It was like honed in. It was ready to go. But yo, I don't know. You said you didn't even have Bright Powder on. So it was like, dang, dude, like, how did he miss that Shadow Ball? I do not know. Yeah, there you go. That's the play. That was the last play in this, like, really epic battle. And it was really was, like, back and forth. Like, Pokemon were getting taken out left and right. Like, and then it came down to two Ghost Pokemon, two Ghost Fire Pokemon at the very end, a Mega Chandelure, which is like beefed up in its stats, you know, and then freaking Hisuian Typhlosion. My Champions team is just bulky BS. Yo, you got online, Necrotio? You got Nintendo Online? In Pokemon Violet, the way I battle is a different breed than Pokemon Champions. Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, there's more available to terrestrializing, and no, I do need to get Aggron. Oh, okay. Well, if you get online, you can use Pokemon Home and bring champions to Pokemon to champions. Champions is free, so I don't need it online for it. Are you using the phone app? You can do it on the phone. You can do it on the phone. You can battle. Yo, you can join chat battles next week. Necrotio. Just from your phone. Just straight up. I could do that anyway, and nope. I'm using it on my Switch. All right. No Nintendo Online. Doing Champions on your Switch. I don't know how that works. I don't know how that. I don't know how you can play that game without being online. Ugh, okay. We got 6 more resets. So far, no shiny Zapdos. Just hasn't happened yet. And to be fair, my ultimate prediction is that we get it somewhere between 800 and 900. But I really hope. You've seen my battle straights in Pokemon Violet before, and no way I battle as brutal as I battle as brutal, right? Ask Bolts. Riolu, you've seen my battle strats in Pokemon Violet before, and the way I battle is brutal. Yeah. Ask Bolts. Okay, I read that wrong. I was like, nope, that can't be what you're saying. If it would cost money, then I would need online. Wait, how do you battle people? Because it doesn't it? Yeah, Champions requires an internet connection to be able to connect to battle Pokemon on in the ranked in the battles. That's like the whole gameplay of Pokemon Champions is making rank. Right? Did I miss that? And you said you're playing on your Switch, so in order to do ranked battle, you'd have to battle against competitors, right? That are... Am I misunderstanding something? Oh, shit. Yeah, well, is it 20? Because, like, I thought it was 12. Yeah. But, like, the online membership for an entire year is probably about $20, yeah? Because it's free, I don't need to have online. It's kind of like how Fortnite and Rocket League works on the PlayStation, the Xbox, and the Switch. Okay. Well, yeah, I don't think I've ever not had online with the Switch, so I guess I never understood that there was a way to be online without having Nintendo Online. So my bad for like I said, dude. I think I was just misunderstanding something. Okay, yo, we're about to hit up a watch party in Discord in 4 resets. I'm probably gonna grab a snack. Yeah, it's stupid, but that's just how it works. It's very confusing. Like, yeah, when you're playing Pokemon Champions, like, how is this working? No. Yeah, you're not. Yeah, I think I understand now that you explain it in a way that before I understand. Like, because the way I understood it is like I have online, so I'm allowed to play these online games. That's how I understood it. But if I didn't have online, I would also be able to play these online games. It just works through your Switch and your accounts that you have through like Epic Games and stuff like that. I think that's how it works. So I think I get the concept. I'm not like, oh, stars flying around my head. I'm not like, oh, confused. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not hitting myself in confusion over how Champions works online anymore. You helped me understand. So, regardless, yeah, and the point being, you could do chat battles with us. I don't think you'd be able to do like Legends EA or Pokemon Violet battles, but on Pokemon Champions, you'd be able to be there for the brunt of the battles. So that's cool. I think that was the point, yeah, right? That's what we were trying to say initially. I didn't figure how any of that stuff worked. I didn't figure out how any of that stuff worked until like 3 years ago. But yes, I can join chat battles as long as it's on champions. Yes. Okay. Yes, we are not confused anymore. Yes. Okay. Great. Yo, that's exciting. I'm glad to. I'll be glad to have you back, man. Missed having Necrotio in the chat on training Riolu, man. Up a boy. Okay. Yo, can you bring those orange tootsies in? Zapdos? You want to have orange tootsies by 300? This one or the next one? Come on, Zapdos. Get that orange beak, you know, your little honeysuckler, and then bring in the orange tootsies. And we got the shiny. That's what we want. That's what we're here for. Come on, Zapdos, do it. Do the thing. Pizza's done? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so I'll say it again if anybody's just joining. In the Pico Pals, our pal Chili is no longer playing with the Pico Pals on Tuesdays. He resigned, which yo, I think he's taking care of, you know, himself and making sure he gets rest and stuff like that instead of waking up to play. So I will miss him. I think he was a fun time. I don't know if he cared too much about me or anything, but you know, it was fun having Chili in the Pico Pals. Pico Pals on Tuesdays are going to move forward with me, Luna, and Assassin. And so we'll be playing. I think it's going to open up a few options to play some stuff on the Switch, which will be cool. I think we can do some Mario games, which will be nice. Haven't played Mario with too many people outside of me and my nephew. And so I'm excited to rock out on some Nintendo games. Okay, Zapdos, not wanting to be shiny this stream. We'll have to try back again next stream. Yo, the further we go with this, the closer we're gonna be getting to the shiny. So I think, in my opinion, I think we get it in between 800 900, but it's very, very possible that we start seeing the opportunity or chance of getting it here after 300 into the thousands. Like it's highly possible. Like I didn't think we would get it in the first 200. I didn't think we'd get it today, but as we go, the chances get higher and higher, I think. So that's gonna be it for stream today. I'm sorry we didn't get Zapdos, but thank you guys for hanging out with me in the chat. I'm gonna go into the Discord after getting a snack, hop on to we're gonna do a watch party for the first time since Freerin Fridays. I'm excited to bring back watch parties. Yeah, if you guys are new here, hop into the Discord. The link is in the chat. I pinned the link to the Discord in the chat. If you're in the Discord and you want to watch some, what's it called? Windsmacor, Wands and Waves, something like that. Hold on. It's called Wistoria, Wands, and Sword. All right. Other than today, try doing it on Wednesdays. Wistoria Wednesdays. Oh, that does have a good ring to it. I'm a sucker for things that have a good ring to it. That might be possible. Wednesdays are fairly busy for me, but might be possible. We'll see. We'll see. We'll toss it around, and if I can fit it into after stream on Wednesday, we'll see. But yeah, I'll touch base with you. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Don't forget to level up. I'll look forward to seeing you for the next resets of 100. In the next, yeah, and I thought to myself too, if we don't get the shiny by 800, we'll we'll do before 1,000. I'll do a stream for 4 hours where we go from 800 to 1,000. That way we can kind of jump ahead a little bit, and maybe we could do that to get to every 500. So hopefully we don't get that far into the weeds with Zapdos, but if we have to, I'll do another stream where it goes longer and we can try and get the Zapdos to show up a little bit easier. So so that's what we'll do. So this week we'll just do like from 300 to 400, 400 to 500, 500 to 600, 600 to 700, 700 to 800, and if we don't get the shiny by then we'll do a stream for 4 hours going from 800 to 1,000, and we should get it by then, right? Like that's got to be where it happens. Okay, but that's gonna be it for me today. Don't forget to level up. I'll look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have an amazing, beautiful Friday night. Hope you guys have a great time, and I'll see you guys in stream tomorrow. Bye. Happy weekend, guys.